Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Student Hour with Cargos. Good afternoon. Welcome to Student Hour with Cargos. Good afternoon. Welcome to Student Hour with Cargos. 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 So today, let's start very quick because today we will not be taking much of our time. Not be taking much of our time at all. We'll be working on with 30 minutes. So you are working with 30 minutes today. 30 minutes. You're working with 30 minutes today. And what we want to discuss today, we want to look at memory. 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 Throughout this week, I was thinking of, okay, what can we discuss? What can we discuss? Let's talk about memory. Because memory is very, very, very important. Okay. For those that are just watching Student Hour with Cargos, you are welcome. And if you are not on Student Success Hub, please make sure you join Student Success Hub. I'm having some plans that very soon I'm going to announce to everybody on Student Success Hub of what a plan we're going to have, an event I'm going to hold. And mind you, this is year 2025, which is going to an end. For the year 2025, this will be the second to the last episode for the Student Hour with Cargos. So our last episode for this year will be next week Sunday. Our last episode for this year will be next week Sunday. Then January we resume back to the Student Hour with Cargos. So what is Student Hour with Cargos? You know that our Student Hour with Cargos, we are concerned about 4 major things. And I appreciate some people have been reaching out to me in my DM for some things. Some people are giving me some appreciation of some key things and how it has really helped them. So I'm very happy for that because my concern here is I want a practical, a reality that okay, there should be physical change in your academics. That is what I'm concerned about. So as student success hub, as student hour with Cargos, our focus are we learn, ask question, connect and stay motivated for academic excellence. So as you are joining this live, please like the live, and if you are watching the replay currently, like the live. It's very, very important. Like the live and subscribe to this channel. And before we move into our discussion today, because today we won't be taking much time at all, my plan is to spend 30 minutes here and make sure our 30 minutes is very, 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 very valuable and interactive. So for before we talk about our topics for today, in our last section I talk about how I have 62 51 52 A's out of 61 courses. So and it was very, 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 very powerful. But what happened is that I could not upload the live video. So what we do like this. So what happened is that the issue is that it's actually advisable to join the live because sometimes I have issue with what do you call it, with live, to upload live. 1 minute 14 Matt Samuel. So okay, back to our discussion. Now, in today's discussion, we are about tips for improving memory. Tips for improving memory. What are the tips that you can use to improve your memory? What are the tips that can help you to learn better? You can even retain more what you have learned. You can retain your information for a long time. And one thing is that you can even learn that thing faster. That is the tips for what? For improving memory. So we are more concerned about how you can learn faster and how you can what? How you can remember more. How you can learn faster and you can remember more. Now, the first tip I'm going to talk about here is what we call, one thing is that people think that the way we learn, how it mean, the way we learn is different, or the way we grab things, or the way we what we grab things is different. Actually, that statement is right and is wrong. One thing is that the what makes some people to learn faster, let me tell you, majority what makes some people to learn faster, and is that this person is a scholar, he's learning faster. How? One thing is that the method the person is using, the person is using to learn that thing matters a lot. Sometimes reading does not require just reading. You have to use some techniques for you to be able to get that thing faster and learn more, so today I'll be sharing you like 4 to 5 tips of how you can the techniques you can use to learn things faster, so I'll give you the first technique that I love to use a lot. I won't lie to you, I love to use this technique most times when I'm in danger. Maybe I have a course that I have a lot of notes, or I have a course that, okay, I only have few days to prepare for the exam. These techniques, I don't joke with it, which is what? The mnemonics. The first technique I want to introduce you to is what? Mnemonics. People, I know everybody, people are aware of mnemonics. But people don't use these mnemonics. How? This mnemonic is very powerful. Hmm. I can't lie to you. Mnemonics have helped me, have saved me in a lot of ways. That saved me a lot of ways. I can give you different situation. Let me give you a different situation of where mnemonics are there. People are aware of mnemonics. Yeah, everybody know what we call mnemonics, but you don't know how powerful this guy is. This guy is one of the powerful technique to learn faster and retain more. So there was a particular exam. These mnemonics have helped me in my final. Let me start from recent years. This these mnemonics has helped me in my final year. In my final year, there is a course whereby we have a lot of notes, a lot of slides. And for me, we have 1 week before exam. I have not prepared adequately before that exam, and I have a lot of things to read. What did I use? I use mnemonics. And with mnemonics, see, that thing is very complex, but the way I use mnemonics, it makes that thing very simple for me. It make it very very simple. I was able to learn faster, and I was able to recall within that 1 week. And let me tell you something that is very interesting. I still got A in that course. I won't like to what helped me in that course was just mnemonics in my final year. Okay, let me break it down how mnemonics help me. So in that course, there's a lot of topics whereby we have this is the importance, this is the type, this is the examples. So they're like under types, there are like 8 under examples. So under each point in that topic, you have a lot of lists to learn. So what I just did that I just apply mnemonics by using no mnemonics can be in different ways. Mnemonics can be in terms of using what? Acronyms. Number one kind of mnemonics can use what is acronyms. Acronyms means forming a word with the first letter of everything you want to learn. With the first letter of everything. Well, like now, let's say that what you are learning now, maybe the question is, what are the importance of this? And the point you have there is number one, communication, number two, assurance, number three, technology, and number three is what? Technology. So to learn faster, for instead of me trying to put that communication, assurance, technology in my head, and I still have a lot of things to learn like that, I'll just say that CAT, cat. So when I remember cat, and when I'm in exam, when I ask me that question, that what is the type of this, I just need to remember cat. Then from cat, I know my list. So for that particular exam, I have a lot of things to learn. I form like up to 20 acronyms, and I was putting that 20 acronyms in my head. If not for that acronyms, if I start to read as if I'm reading properly, I will not get it. So one technique you should not joke with. I know you know it. Don't joke with it. Mnemonics. Especially when you have list of something. List and it is must. Use mnemonics. That is the first thing that can help you to learn faster and retain more. That is the first that can help to learn faster and retain more. So it helped me my final year. Most times I use mnemonics when I'm in danger. I use mnemonics when I'm in danger. When I've used it. I use my final year, I use my year 4, I use my year 2. Anytime I'm in danger, I'll just jump to mnemonics is my how will I put it? My lifesaver. I won't lie to you. My lifesaver. It helps a lot. So when you are people that are doing biology, people that are doing things that requires notes, most times requires course that requires notes, use all that important thing, the list. Maybe you have 7 list, you have 20, okay, list 10 importance. Form the use acronym. You can use acronyms. Just use the first letter to form a word, even though it's not making sense. Just I can say that KTTR. Just form something. That is one thing you have to know. Don't joke with mnemonics. And mnemonics can be in different ways. You can use acronyms, which is acronyms is what? Using the first letter of what you want to learn. Combine that first letter together and form a word. That is number one. That is acronyms. You can even use rhymes. You know that people that have a lot of rhymes, like okay, people that are doing science, there's a rhyme for first 20 elements. E is something something. You can also form your own rhyme. You can form your own rhyme. That is number two. That is the second kind of mnemonics you can use. So the first technique you should not never joke with, or when you are in danger, you should always use is mnemonics. That is the first point. That is the first technique you use to learn faster and retain more. I used a lot. When I use that this thing is too much, I will not remember, just use mnemonics. Now, the second techniques that can help you to learn faster and retain more is what we call, I'll give you a sentence now. Is what we call linking new knowledge with what you know. Linking new knowledge with what you know. Okay, let me give an example now. Let's say I want to learn. Let's look at this pencil now. In this pencil, this HB part is what I want to learn. Now, what you want to learn, what you just do that you will link. Okay, let's say that this edge, yes, this edge is what you want to learn, and you want that new thing, you want to store it in your brain as this part. What you do that you will link that new thing you want to learn to what you know. Then you now link it to what? To your brain. That's one of the best way. I call it techniques. I call it trick reading. I gave a lot of my friends these tactics, and it helped them a lot. It helped them. They even form something. Okay, let me give an instance now. Let's say that I'm learning about maybe type of color. You say, okay, this man is a black man. This man is a black man. I just remember that, okay, my seat in my office at home is black. So when they ask me that question of, okay, is this person a black man, I'll just remember my seat is black. From there, I'll be able to give my answer as black. You see that second technique is linking what the new thing you want to learn to what you know to your brain. Are we together? Linking what you want to learn to what you know to your brain. It's like let's say that we have my hand. Okay, let's say we have my hand here, my left hand, my left hand, we have the pencil, we have my brain. One tactic is that most people try to do my left hand to my right hand direct. That means that I want to learn new thing and learn it directly to my brain. There are chances that you might forget. But if you want to remember, if you want to use the tactics to remember faster or learning faster, instead of you learning that new thing, instead of you storing that new thing to your brain, that new thing attaches to something you know before, then you now link it to your brain. In that way, you learn it faster and even retain more. Okay, I'll give another instance. There's one time we were learning statistics. They said that the man that proposed something, the name is John. John, I think it's John Stoney. Yes. The name of the man that proposed that thing is John Stoney, and that thing is very important. What did I do when I was learning it? Because we have a lot of names. I just have to do that. Okay, instead of me saying that John Stoney is the man that proposed that thing, and I put it in my brain, what I do is that I link that John Stoney. Okay, the name of the man is John Stoney. our security at home, his name is John. Then so the man is John Stoney. Are you getting my second tactics now? My second tactic is link what you know to what link what the new thing you want to learn to what you know, then to your brain. Don't link that thing that you want to learn directly to your brain. Though you can link what you want to learn directly to your brain, yes, that is one, you can do it, it's possible. But these are ways where you can make learn faster and retain more. The way you can do that is link what you don't know to what you know, then to your brain. It works better. I won't lie to you. Okay, another example again. Let's say that you are learning about, maybe you are talking about years. Maybe they say that the person, maybe the year that the person proposed something in 1978 or 1960 in your course. I can see that, okay, oh, in the Nigeria gained independence in 1960. So that the answer is what? 1960. Are you getting my pattern now? My pattern is linking what you don't know to what you know to your brain. So when they ask me, let's say that, okay, they say that the man that, just give an example now. Let's say that they say that the man that first created this pen, created this pen in 1960. If I want to learn it, what I will do that I will just say that, okay, because you have a lot of things to learn, I will just say that, okay, this is 1960, which 1960 is the year that Nigeria gained independence. So when they ask me that question in exam, I just need to remember the year Nigeria gained independence. Then I will remember in the exam. So are you getting it? That is the second pattern, that is the second techniques you can use to learn faster and remember more. The first technique is what? Mnemonics. Mnemonics, you don't never joke with mnemonics. It's a lifesaver technique. Use it a lot. Use it a lot. Number two is what? Linking what the new thing you want to learn to what you know, then to your brain. It's like three step, 1, 2, 3. So you link new to what you know to your brain. It works a lot. That is how it works. Another one again, I'm giving different instance of how you can link new thing you want to learn to what you know to your brain. Another one, let's say that maybe we are talking about there are different situations of where you can link. Just find something that is common to what you are learning. Just find something that is common to what you are learning, then from there you get it. We call it, that thing we call it trick learning. I call it trick learning. Trick learning. That is the second pattern you have to know, second technique you have to know. Now the third technique you have to know is what we call space repetition. Now people say that I forget. Yes, actually that is how our brain works. Our brain tends to forget something. It's not a problem. Just that there is difference in individuals. Some people, they can retain things better than the other. But no matter how, our brain tends to what? To forget some information. That is how our brain works. Why do you think if I ask you, give me ABC to Z, you remember ABC to Z? Why? Because you have been working with ABC to Z from your KG till this your current level. And because you have been working with it, repetition, 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 repetition. So that is the third techniques. So that is why you can, if I ask you ABC to Z, you know ABC to Z because you have worked on it, repetition, repetition. So that technique is another technique you have to use. When you are learning new thing, you can do what we call repetition. Repeat that thing, learn it repeatedly. Learn it repeatedly. If you join my life, I think if you have joined my life, you think I've mentioned one thing, that learn something repeatedly. I always say that I can read a course like 10 or 12 times before the exam. Repetition is one of the techniques that can what? That can help you to learn faster and retain more. Repetition. Don't ever joke with what? Repetition. Don't ever joke with yourself. Just keep repeating it, repeating it, repeating it. Most times when you find something, when you find difficult to learn some information, are with me, just try to repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. I've always say one thing now. Let's say that you are reading a story book or you are reading a book. If you compare when you are reading that book the 10th time or the third time, you start getting more information in that third time compared to when you are reading for the first time. That is just how it works. Repetition is it help you to learn to what? To retain more. Though that repetition might take time, but it helps you to retain more. It helps to retain more. So don't joke with what? Repetition. And it's not now repetition, but what they call space repetition. Space repetition. It is better if you want to learn for 4 hours, it is better you learn 1 hour on Monday, 1 hour on Tuesday, 1 hour on Wednesday than reading that 1 hour at once. It is better if you want to learn for 3 hours, it is better you read 1 hour on Monday, 1 hour on Tuesday, 1 hour on Wednesday than reading that 3 hours at once. Because space repetition works a lot. When you are reading for the first time and you have learned that thing, then you come back again and try to remember, oh, can I remember this thing? If you can't remember, you work on it again. So you work on it again. Again, you go back again, work on it again. Space repetition works a lot. Okay, I see Jane woman. I said, how can I read to pass? Okay, your exam. I'll explain that. How can you read the pass? Go and I think you can go to, I talk about how to get A in any course. You can go to my Instagram account. On my Instagram account, go and check for the video I talk about how to get A in any course. Go and check my video. My Instagram account is Gabriel Cargos. Just check Gabriel Cargos. Gabriel Jane. Go and check my Instagram account. Gabriel Kagos. Go and look at Gabriel Cargos. I talk about how to get A in any course. Go and look at that video. You get some things about it. Okay. Thank you for that. Let's continue. So now I'll talk about 3 techniques. The first one is what? Mnemonims. Mnemonims. That guy is very powerful. Oh my God. He's very powerful. Don't joke with it. When you find very hard to learn a list, maybe 10 things that you are learning, 10, just jump to mnemonics. Don't stress yourself of putting it. Just jump to mnemonics. Form mnemonics with it. Form mnemonics. Let's say you have, just form something. Even though the mnemonics, even though the acronyms, okay, acronym is one of the part of mnemonics. Even though the acronyms is not making sense, just form it. See, this now help me. I can't joke with this guy. When I see that I have issue, I'm in danger, I just run and go and meet that guy. Oh, acronyms, come and save me, come and save me, come and save me. That is what I do. Number 2 is what? Linking what you know. Don't link what the new thing. Okay, you can link the new thing you are learning to your brain. But one technique you can use to learn faster and retain more is that instead of linking what you want to learn to your brain directly, link what you want to learn to what you know before to your brain. Let me repeat myself again. Instead of linking new thing you want to learn directly to your brain, link the new thing you want to learn to what you know to your brain. That's another technique. And number 3 is what? Space repetition. Space repetition. Repeat it. Repeat it. Repeat it. Repeat it. And don't repeat it. Space repetition is not doing it one day or once. Space repetition means that when you are trying something now, okay, like now I play piano. If I'm learning one thing, if I learn that thing this Sunday, maybe the next time I'm doing practice, I'm going to do it again. Another time I'm doing it again. So the more I do it at a particular interval, the better that thing store into my brain. Now, fourth point I want to talk about is what we call the concept mapping. Concept mapping. As I'm mentioning concept mapping, I remember a course which is called, I think is ST. Yes, I think it's ST, or is it CHM? No, I think it's ST. It's ST. There's one called called ST, concept mapping. See, most times I always say that it is not good to learn to start reading very late. Yes, it's not good. But sometimes I've fallen into some categories, or I've fallen into a situation whereby there's a course I just have to learn within short period of time. And okay, I'll share you my story now. When I was in my year three, there was one time I got sick. I could not open my book. I could not open my book. But luckily for me, 2 days before exam, God just gave me that strength to open my book. And I have a lot to learn. What did I do? I jumped to concept mapping. What is concept mapping? Okay, I'll use soil as an example. Let's say your topic is soil. Now that we have what is soil. Under soil, you are talking about what type of what soil. We have clay, loamy, and sand, and sanding soil. Then under that, we talk about importance of what clay, importance of loamy, importance of sanding soil. So now, concept mapping means you are trying to transfer or to transcribe a note into a map or a diagram in one page. Let's say that you have a course that you have like 5 pages or 7 pages. You can transfer that whole 5 pages or 7 notes, or even have 100 pages. You can transfer it into a diagram. I use that technique a lot. You can transfer it into a diagram. How do you do that? For that story now, that story as a topic, if you are doing that topic might be 7 or 8 pages. Instead of me learning that, I can transfer into one page by doing like, I'll do soil. I think I need my book. Let me get a book here. Sorry, please, I want to see what I'm doing now. I don't have a pen. I have a pencil, but I don't have a pen. Let's say we have soil. I want to see something. Oh. Please, look at this, my illustration. Loamy, clay, and sanding. Then importance, I'll say, if they say that it can, okay, it is good for what? It is good for molding. I'll just write molding. I want to show you what I'm doing now. Can we see it? Please, can we see this? Can we see this thing? Look at this now. I'm trying to this my note is very long, but I'm trying to transfer. Look at it. This is what we call concept mapping. Soil followed by what? Loamy. So instead of you transfer it into like a tree diagram, soil, loamy, clay, sanding. Let's say that the balance of clay is what for molding. It is good for molding. I will not write it is good for molding. I'll just write molding. It is good for building house. I'll just write building house. I'll just write house. I understand. That's what we call concept mapping. Concept mapping is you are interpreting a what would I put it? Something that is voluminous into one page, into a diagram, like a one page, like that, like a tree diagram. I call it concept mapping. I've used this concept mapping. It helps a lot when you see that okay, what I want to learn is this thing is too much. Which one? Just try to trace it. I just do soil, then loamy, clay. You understand? That what we call concept mapping. Concept mapping works. See, all these techniques I'm sharing now, I've used them and it has worked for me. I've used them, it has worked for me a lot of time. So these are, I have more techniques, but I think this one I've mentioned are the main one I use a lot. I use these techniques a lot. Okay, I think I'll talk about one more. We have what we call trick learning. Trick learning or trick method. What do you mean by trick method is that I want to look at a particular illustration of trick method. Can I remember anyone I do as trick method? Trick. Okay, okay. I'll remember. Okay, still acronyms too. I have one acronyms method I use. Acronyms. There's one part in science we talk about the liquescent, the liquescent. Sorry if you are not science student, don't forget, don't mind me because I'm more of science. I can remember what is science. We have what we call the liquescent, fluorescent, and what is the last one again? There are like three like that. I think it's the liquescent. Instead of me, sometimes I find that thing very difficult. And instead one absorb moisture, one give out water. I just form ankle. I just form. I said dicel arm. Dicel arm. That is one technique. So dicel arm. What do you know of dicel arm? The liquescent absorb coefficient. So that we call acronyms or trick learning. Ah, I think I want to give I need to give more examples of how we use trick learning. So let me just let me just give you round up on this important point. Then if I have any examples I can give you on all these things, I'll talk about it. If I have more examples so that people can understand better. So the techniques that you can use to learn faster and remember more, I've given you. The first one is what? Mnemonics. Mnemonics can be in different kind. It can be acronyms by using first letter of what you are learning and form a word. It can be acronyms, it can be rhymes. That is mnemonics. Mnemonics is very very powerful, one of the shortcut, bad crazy shortcut. That shortcut is crazy. Mnemonics. Number two, we have what we call linking new idea to what you know before to your brain. Instead of linking what you want to learn directly to your brain, link it to what you know before then to your brain. You will be able to remember faster. Let's say that I'm learning about something maybe 16, maybe the thing is this have been extended 16 years. I can say okay, my last born at home is 16 years. Okay, yes. Oh, 16 years. I'll just say that when they ask me that question in exam, I just have to remember the age of my last born at home, like 16 years. That's what we call linking new thing to what you are familiar with then to your brain. Then the third one is what? Space repetition. I hope you are taking of this. Space repetition. Another one is what? Concept mapping. Concept mapping. These are four techniques that can help you to learn faster and retain more. There are four techniques that can help you to learn faster and retain more. Please don't joke with this guy. As a scholar, I use them a lot. That is sometimes that this guy learn faster, I learn faster. These are the things I use. I won't lie to you. These are the things I use. These are the techniques that I use that make me learn faster. That's why you call me someone call me scholar. These are the things I use. Techniques. I don't like all these techniques I've been exposed all of my friends to it and they use it a lot. Sometimes when my friend might be reading, they say this thing is complex. Let's form acronyms with it. Just remember. And form acronym. And that acronym just when they ask us that question in exam, I just need to remember that acronym in exam. Then I'm good to go. That is if you have that is these are the techniques that you can use to learn faster and retain more. They help you to improve your memory. Them to what? Improve your memory. If you have any question, please ask your question because my plan is you starting. I don't want to waste time on this live today because I have something to attend to. Don't forget our student hour with Kagos is every Sunday 3 p.m. and I'm giving you the information that this one is the second to the last for this year. Our last topic, our last episode will be next week. Our last episode for student hour with Kagos is next week and there's something that's going to come up I don't know about. I'll give you an update concerning that in Student Success Hub. So our last episode is next week. Then we see next year 2026. Please, you are free to message me. If you have any issue with anything, message me. Message me on WhatsApp. I will attend to you. Any question? Do you have any question before we round up this live? Do you have any question? Don't forget subscribe to this channel and always share this to your friend. Always share this live to your friend. Always share live to your friend, and it's very helpful. Actually, there are a lot of things you're going to learn. And follow my YouTube channel. I think that of recent I've not been active on my Instagram account because I want to focus on this live for the meantime. Then you can go back to our Instagram account. I think that is all we have for today. We see next week for the final episode for the year 2025 Student Hour with Kagos. Don't forget, my name is still Gabriel Kagos. Yes, I'm your academic coach that gives practical step. I give you information from experience, what is really working. not just boboing or giving you any aspire to my choir any year. I'm here to give you what is working. So we see you next week. Thank you very much.